Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Happy New Year. Welcome back to Westwood Warrior Basketball on Vype Live. My name is Rob Jaskula, here for the Stony Point Westwood game that is scheduled to start at 7 p.m. here. As you can see from the picture, we are playing still the JV game. It's in overtime. Stony Point leads 65-63 with 1:23 left to go. The Warriors trailed for most of the second half in this one, but with 6.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Khalil Alexander laid one in from the middle of the paint to give the Warriors a 60-59 lead. But then as time expired, there was a shooting foul called against the Warriors. The Stony Point free throw shooter made the first, made the second with 0.4 seconds left on the clock, but there was a lane violation that forced the game into overtime. Now there is under a minute to go here in the overtime period. The Warriors trailing 67-63, but it's been an absolute classic as the three ball goes in to make this a one-point game. 50 seconds to go here in the JV action. Point trying to run the floor. They lose it. That's off a foot. Again, a mad scramble in the backcourt. Warriors are going to need to get ahead here as the 10-second clock should be going. 30 seconds to play here in the OT, and it's underneath to Alexander, who lays it in for a Warrior lead. Again, this is the JV overtime, 68-67. The Warriors are in front. Stony Point are calling a timeout. This is bonus coverage here on Vype Live. .20 seconds to play here in the JV overtime. Again, this is not the varsity action if you're awaiting the tip-off of Westwood and Stony Point, but Stony Point trail by one with the ball. They're going to throw it away in the backcourt. They keep it in, though. 8 seconds left in the OT. It's a 68-67 Westwood lead. Three-pointer blocked in the corner, but a foul called against the Warriors with 4.2 seconds left in the overtime. This is going to be 3 free throws with the Tigers with a chance to win it. Again, if you are just joining us, this is JV overtime. The Warriors led by a point after a Khalil Alexander layup in the regulation time, but there was a foul called with 0.4 seconds left. The Tigers made both free throws to seemingly win the game, but a lane violation was called that forced the overtime. It's a 68-67 Warrior lead. 4.2 seconds left in the overtime. First 2 free throws missed by Stony Point. This one is to tie. 4.2 seconds remain in the overtime period. This is bonus coverage here on Vype Live. This has been an absolute classic. Third free throw is in. We are tied at 68 here in the JV game. Warriors are taking a timeout. Stick with us, folks. We'll have all the action from the varsity game once we do get going here on Vype Live. It's 68 all here in overtime of the sophomore game. 4.2 seconds left. Oh, folks, for 0.3 of a second left, and after the turnover on the inbounds pass, Stony Point are going to the free throw line with a chance to win it here in this JV action. 68 all, 0.3 remain. And that free throw is good. That gives Stony Point a lead. And the Warriors are going to have a hard time getting a shot away with 0.3 left. This has been a great ball game. It's a shame somebody has to lose it. We're going to bring you all the varsity action as it happens here on Vype Live. Second free throw, no good. But with the tip on the rebound, this game is over. Stony Point take it 69-68. It was a fine, fine game here to start our Friday evening. But, folks, we are now pregame for Westwood Warrior basketball here on Vype Live. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time with the pregame show and the introduction of the starting lineups and tip-off when we come back here on Vype Live.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation, that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge. by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
We are the NFHS. We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of... We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year, and welcome to Westwood Warrior Basketball on Vype Live. My name is Rob Jaskula, wishing you a Happy New Year as we kick into 2026 with a key District 25 Class 6A matchup as the Stony Point Tigers come across town to meet the Westwood Warriors. The tournament season was very kind to the Warriors over the holidays as they went unbeaten. They have now won 15 straight contests, 17-2 on the year as they dominated the Hayes tournament, beating Connolly 92-26. That was this big one. Austin High went down 52-42. The Dripping Springs Tigers were beaten 60-50, and the host Hayes Hawks went down 63-47 in tournament season. Luke Carpenter and John McNair, the stars of the tournament, making the all-tournament team with 16 points per game apiece. The Stony Point Tigers are welcoming a new head coach this season. Antoine Thompson has left for South Oak Cliff in Dallas after going 102-9 in 3 years at Stony Point. Won 3 district titles. He won all 54 of his district matchups. Of course, the Tigers finalists in Class 6A in 2024. They went 32-5 last year. But this is this year. And the Tigers are 4-18 on the season, but 3-3 in District of 25 of Class 6A and unbeaten so far in 2026. On the second of the year, they beat the Manor Mustangs 43-41 at Manor. And on Tuesday, the Hutto Hippos came to visit Stony Point, and the Tigers prevailed 56-40. So they are on a 2-game winning streak, and will have some momentum coming in to this matchup. We are just about ready for the introduction of the starting lineups and the playing of the national anthem. It's the first game of 2026 here on Vype Live for Westwood Warrior Basketball. We'll be right back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Westwood Fieldhouse for this 25-6A district matchup between the visiting Stony Point Tigers and your Westwood Warriors. Please help us in promoting good sportsmanship by refraining from derogatory remarks and gestures towards players, coaches, officials, and other spectators. Let's all set a good example for our student athletes. We have a treat for you tonight. Tonight is TNC night. TNC is about a part of the Westwood community. Most of the Westwood players got their start at TNC, and many are now referees for the 3rd and 4th grade boys divisions. TNC players, please come to the court at halftime to show off your skills. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you rise and remove your caps as we honor our country in the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back to the Westwood Fieldhouse, ladies and gentlemen. Rob Jaskula here with you on Vype Live as we prepare for tip-off. Warriors, winners of 15 straight, won the crosstown rivalry with the Round Rock Dragons 60-42 on Tuesday. They visit the Vandergrift Vipers next Tuesday at the top of District 25 of Class 6A, but they cannot take their foot off the gas here tonight. Again, the Stony Point Tigers in this crosstown rivalry matchup have won 2 straight, just 4-18 on the year, but riding the momentum. Carter Jones will jump with Luke Carpenter. It's McNair, Cho, Holland, Carpenter, and Fry to start for the Warriors. Joe Davis, Jace Foster, RJ Claude, Carter Jones, and Blake Brash start for Stony Point, who will be moving right to left across your dial wearing black trimmed in gold. Black numbers trimmed in gold. Those are going to be difficult to read for my old eyes. Warriors, of course, wearing their home whites with burnt orange. Move left to right across your dial in the first quarter, and we are underway here at Westwood. Tip is controlled by the Warriors. To the near wing, it's Cho. Plays it to Holland, back top of the key, rolling to his right. Has the ball stripped from him by Davis, but possession will stay here with the Warriors. Just underway here on Friday night. Glad you're spending part of your evening with us here on Vype Live, as here's a turnover off the inbounds pass, but Jones stepped on the line. Possession will return to the Warriors in the front court. Just 13 seconds in here. And we did get started a few minutes late here this evening. There was an absolute classic in the sophomore game. Stony Point came away 69-68, winners in overtime, in a game that was back and forth the whole way. Holland, the top of the key again. He's stripped from behind. A loose ball is controlled by Davis. He's going to drive the distance, lays it up and misses. Rebound underneath the basket, though, to Claude. He'll set up the offense top of the key for the first time tonight for the Stony Point Tigers. As he works on McNair, it's now Davis near wing. He's going to slow things down. Now Brash for Claude with the spin. To the near wing, it's Jones, the lefty three, no good. Rebound to Carpenter. Less than a minute in here at Westwood, scoreless here on Vype Live as McNair swings it to the near side. Carpenter dribbling into the lane. There's going to be an offensive foul called, though, against the Warriors. And it's Charlie Fry who fouled out in our last broadcast, the guilty party for the first time tonight. Looks like a moving screen was the call as we've played a minute here at Westwood. Still scoreless. Bit of a cagey start. Into the high post for Brash. Backdoor pass. Warriors are ready for it, but on the second effort, that's put up and in by Carter Jones for the first points of the ball game. Holland with full court pressure on him from Davis. They're really going for that strip from behind. They almost got it again. It's Carpenter, though, driving into the paint. Turns to his left, now spins back to his right, and he's fouled as he goes up by Brash. 6:34 to play in the opening quarter. It's a 2-0 lead to the Stony Point Tigers, who have won 2 straight here in 2026. They beat Hutto 56-40 on Tuesday. Carpenter to the line. He'll shoot 2. And the first one's up and in for the first Warrior point of the evening. Carpenter averaging about 16 points per game, including 16 points per game in the Christmas tournament. A very consistent ball player, and he's got the second. We're tied up at 2 here in the early going. We've played a minute and a half of basketball. Here's Foster. To Brash, running the high post, but at the top of the key. Now Foster to his left. Now pulls up 15 feet. Jumper good. It's a 4-2 Stony Point lead. 6:10 to play, opening quarter. Warriors left to right. Here's McNair. Pulls it back out to the top of the key. Now drives into the lane. Puts up a floater that's short. Rebound to the Tigers. But now strip in the backcourt. They do get it back, though, to Brash in front of his own bench, and into the front court come the Tigers. As Claude plays it back out to the top of the key. Foster for Brash. Now Davis. Ball's been loose quite a bit here in the early going. as the Warriors look to settle in. Here's a deep three. That's short. And the rebound to Carpenter as Foster was looking for it all from NBA range there as Holland plays it up ahead now for Cho, who throws it away. 5:22 to play rather in the opening quarter. And the Stony Point Tigers leading 4-2 here on Vype Live. To welcome the other members of our broadcast team this evening. My dad, Rob Jaskula Sr., the big chief, running the camera here tonight. And we have upgraded some new equipment, so hopefully the picture quality is good for you. And also we welcome Coach Les Cleary in our studio tonight, producing. There's Foster on the left wing, back out to the top of the key. Tigers trying to get set up in their offense here, half court. Brash at the point. 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Davis. Dribbling to his left, now spins in the paint, puts it up from 9 feet, good. It's a 4-point Stony Point lead. Tigers only 4-18 on the year, but off to a good start here as McNair spins in the paint, kicks it out for Holland, deep three, good. All season we've seen Sumner Holland come out of the gate shooting the three, and he does so there. 4.5 to play opening quarter. It's a 6-5 game now. After the first field goal of the night from the Warriors. And now here's a steal from McNair as Claude was trying to drive into the paint. It'll be McNair to walk it up. Now a crossover at the top of the key. Leaves it for Carpenter, dribbling to his left into the paint. And there's going to be a foul called underneath. Ooh, it's going to be against Stony Point. Looked like the feet were set. I got to call them like I see them, folks. But Carpenter does draw the foul. It'll be on the floor. R.J. Claude, the guilty party, as Valerie and Cam Hill check in for the Warriors. Charlie Fry and John Cho take a breather as Holland inbounds underneath the basket to Carpenter, who couldn't find the handle. It's out of bounds to Stony Point with 4:01 to play in the opening quarter, and the Tigers in front 6-5. Joe Davis will walk it up for the Tigers. Into the half-court set. Here's Aiden Pemberton in the game for the first time tonight. Driving to his left on Hill. Lays it up. No good. And the rebound to Carpenter. McNair looking to push the pace. Got it to Hill. He's going to drive the lane. Puts it up off the glass. No good, but draws the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Oliver James, who is in the game tonight for the first time, commits the foul, and Cam Hill, the talented freshman, to the line to shoot two. First one off the left side of the rim, no good. 3:37 to go in the opening quarter. It's been a bit of a slow start here. Stony Point on top, 6-5. The Warriors and the Vandegrift Vipers both 5-0 at the top of District 25 of Class 6A. Stony Point at 3-3 as Hill makes the second, and that ties the game at 6. Caden Spikes checking in for Stony Point. And over in the Vandegrift game, wow, the Vipers are up 25-5. As Carpenter puts a hand in the passing lane. Pemberton does recover, though, for the Tigers, who now look to drive into the lane. It's laid off for Spikes in the low post. He has it stripped from him, but it's picked up by James into the high post for Spikes. Might have gotten away with a travel there. But the referee just put his hands up. Called nothing. Spikes out the top of the key into the corner for Davis. Now skip pass to the near side. Jace Foster's going to put up a three. That hits the front of the rim, no good. And Sumner Holland with the rebound, looking to push the pace. Got it up ahead for Valerie. He misses the lay-in, though. And now back the other way come the Tigers with 2:40 to go opening quarter. Driving the distance is Foster, but he misses his lay-in. There's a steal underneath off the rebound. And on the second effort, Foster has it up and in. He's got 4. 2.5 to go in what's been a sloppy opening quarter for the Warriors. Again, got to call them like I see them, folks. Here's Hill to Holland, near corner, 3. Oh, no good. In and out from Sumner Holland, and the rebound to Stony Point. Foster brings it up himself for Pemberton. Back out top of the key for Foster. 2:08 to play. Opening quarter, and the Stony Point Tigers leading 8-6. Corey Graham well out onto the court. The referee had to shoo him back to his bench. Here's Pemberton at the top of the key with Hill on him for James. And we're going to get a whistle, and looks like an offensive foul called underneath against the Tigers. As Caden Spikes is the guilty party. 1:48 to go here in the opening quarter. Brash checking back in for Stony Point, who are applying a bit of full court man-to-man pressure as McNair goes behind the back, kicks it to Holland. Holland driving into the paint. He went for the alley-oop, but that was intercepted by Brash. Brash looking to run the floor, puts a bounce pass ahead, but that was too far in front of Foster, out of bounds to the Warriors with 1:34 to go here in the opening quarter. It's been turnover filled. Stony Point still on top by that 8-6 count. Hill will bring it up for Westwood on the far side. Glad you're with us here this evening. Rob Jaskula with you here at Westwood as Hill loses the handle, but he got to McNair on the right wing. Into the post, Valerie lays it up and in. Good strong take from Landon Valerie for his first points of the night. And we're tied again at 8 with 1:10 to go first quarter. Pemberton driving to his left into the post for Brash. Using his body, goes for the reverse lay-in. Carpenter there, though, to put him off the shot. We're under a minute to go, first quarter. McNair with some physical defense being played on him. Good action into the corner. Holland, three, good! Sumner Holland with 2 threes here in the first quarter puts the Warriors ahead for the first time tonight. It's 11-8. 35 seconds to go in the first as the Tigers walk it up. Davis now in front of the bench for James. James nearly had it taken from him by Holland. Now drives into the paint. Cuts. Throws it away to McNair. 20 seconds to go in the quarter as McNair with the reverse lay-in. John McNair's first points of the night stretch the Warrior lead to 5. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Davis driving into the paint on Holland, and he's going to draw the foul with 7.6 left in the opening quarter. Jackson Coven and Dylan Joyner, as well as Thomas Story, look set to check in for the Warriors, who lead by 5. The foul against Holland was his first, the team's second. Here's Joe Davis to the line. Some very fun shoes. I like those. He's got 3 as he makes the first. And our referee is calling over for the Round Rock police officer, who is here, of course, making sure everything stays in order. Must be a fan disturbance, as they are pointing towards our side of the bleachers here, which are the visitors' side here at Westwood High School. And I'm not sure what the issue was, but we seem to have sorted it out for now. I can also tell you that Caleb Ringer has checked in for Stony Point. 7.6 seconds left in the first quarter as Davis's second free throw rattles around, no good. Hill with the rebound, trying to push the pace, has a strip from him though with 4 seconds left in the quarter. It's a 13-9 Warrior lead. And it looks like Davis is a bit shaken up after the free throw attempt. He'll be inbounded by Coven. Got it over to Valerie, who drives the lane, puts it up at the left. Oh, off the back of the rim, no good. That's how the first quarter ends. The Warriors trailed for most of the first period, but managed to roar back strong. They led by as many as 5. It's a 4-point Westwood lead as we go to the second quarter here on Vype Live. Back for the start of the second quarter here at Westwood. Rob Jaskula here on Vype Live. It's a 13-9 Warrior lead. Sumner Holland leads all scorers. He's got 6. Other Warrior scorers include Landon Valerie, John McNair, and Luke Carpenter, all with 2. Cam Hill was 1 for 2 from the free throw line and has a point. For Stony Point, Jace Foster leads the way. He's got 4. Joe Davis has 3. And Carter Jones with a bucket to round out the scoring for the Tigers. Possession arrow is with Stony Point as we start the second quarter. Tigers in black, trimmed in gold. A sharp color combination, but the numbers are black with gold trim. Warriors are left to right across your dial in the first half. They wear, of course, their home whites trimmed in orange. Right in front of our broadcast position, Jace Foster will inbound to start the second period. After what was honestly a bit of a sloppy first quarter, but the Warriors do have the lead as here's Brash at the top of the key. To his left, Carter Jones driving baseline, back out to the top of the key. Long 3, up and no good from Ringer. And the rebound to Holland, who will bring it up himself. Looked to throw it to the high post, but his pass was behind Charlie Fry. And back come the Tigers into the low post. Laying it up and in is Carter Jones to cut the deficit to 2 for the Tigers. Full court pressure on Holland from Claude. As Holland works around to his right, puts up a 15-footer, no good. Foster the rebound for Stony Point, and he'll bring it up himself and draw the foul on John McNair. Both teams showing eagerness to strip in the middle of the court in this first half. And McNair guilty of his first foul, the team's first. And now McNair needs to tie his shoe before we get play started again. It'll be Foster to inbound right in front of us here in the gym at Westwood. In for R.J. Claude, who will put up a pull-up 3. That's long, and it's off the wiring that supports the basket. It'll be out of bounds to the Warriors. Holland with full court pressure on him from Foster. Nice spin move. A lot of hand checking there. But the referees have been letting the boys play, but that was a bit too much as Foster fouls Holland. 6:51 to play in the first half. The Warriors leading 13-11. Sumner Holland will inbound right in front of first-year head coach Corey Graham. Top of the key, McNair. Back for Holland. Into the near corner, Carpenter works around the screen from Holland. Far corner, Cho dribbles around the screen, puts it up with his left off the glass, no good. A rebound bouncing around. Will go out of bounds. Last touched by Davis. Good sportsmanship from Charlie Fry as he helps him up. That was just good hustle from both sets of boys. Inbounded to Fry, 15 feet from the basket. Into the low post, it's Carpenter as he spins up and will draw the foul. He'll go back to the line. Brash had him by the arm. It's his second. And the team's second. Luke Carpenter to the line for the second time tonight. He was 2 for 2 for his only 2 points of the game in the first quarter. He's 3 for 3 from the line tonight. And the Warrior lead back up to 3. Brash will take a seat as Ashton Arvey checks in. Good rotation from Stony Point. Again, winners of their last 2, unbeaten in 2026. Second free throw from Carpenter is good. He's got 4, 6.5 to play. Opening half, it's a 4-point Warrior lead. Davis running the offense for Stony Point. For Ringer. Ringer picks up his dribble, free throw line extended, throws it away to John Cho, who does get the handle finally in the front court. Drives towards the baseline, now kicks it back out to McNair, but McNair couldn't get the handle. That's out of bounds to Stony Point. Six minutes to go in the second quarter. Stony Point right to left in the black and gold here tonight. Claude. Top of the key, Jones. Back for Claude. Near side, Ringer with Holland on him. Good defense from Sumner Holland. And back out to the point. The Tigers are going to reset. It goes into the high post for Jones. Nifty move, puts it up 10 feet long. A rebound bouncing around, finally controlled by the Tigers. A 3 is up from Ringer. That's off the back of the rim, no good. Carpenter, the rebound. And now it's thrown away by Holland. He was looking for Carpenter. Back come the Tigers, 3-on-3. But they pull it back out. Claude driving into the paint, dishes it underneath. And Ringer, as he goes up, is going to draw the foul from Carpenter. He'll go to the line with 5:13 to go in the first half. 15-11 is the Westwood lead. It's been a sloppy first half, but the Warrior lead is 4. Caleb Ringer will shoot the first free throws of the night for Stony Point. First one's good. As it's back to a one-possession game, second one in as well. 15-13, the Warrior lead with 5:10 to go first half. Holland with Davis on him. Goes all the way down to the baseline, dishes it off for Charlie Fry, 6-footer good. Charlie Fry was all alone in the paint and made no mistake. Now back the other way, it's Jones up and in. Good fast break offense from Stony Point off the made basket, 4:40 to go opening half. It's a 2-point Warrior lead. Here's Holland to his left, puts it up high off the glass and in. Nice floater from Sumner Holland. He's got 8. That leads all scorers. And with 4.5 to go in the first half, it's a 4-point lead once again for the Warriors. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. We do have some new camera equipment we are testing out here this evening on Vype Live, which will hopefully improve the viewing experience for all of you folks out there. Claude with a lot of pressure on him. He goes over and back. No, Holland got the tip on that. Claude to the near corner. Ringer, he can't handle the pass. Keeps it in, but throws it away to Cho. But Cho can't get the handle, and that's out of bounds. Poor John Cho, that's 3 turnovers right in front of us here in the opening half. That was not really his fault. He'll check out and take a breather with 4:02 to go in the first half. Still a 4-point Warrior lead as R.J. Claude inbounds on Davis. Very physical play here this evening as Claude drives the lane, puts up the floater, high off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by the Tigers, though. This is James. Foster. He'll pull up a 3 off the back rim, no good. Rebound Carpenter, and he'll look to run the floor with 3:40 to go in the first half. He's right on the half-court line. He's going to have to get that ahead to Holland. He does. Valerie, right wing. Across for Hill, nearly intercepted. Hill's going to drive, puts up a floater, good. Cam Hill, the 13-footer. Stretches the Warrior lead out to 6. And the Tigers are going to throw it away. They're asking for a tip by Hill. They're not going to get it. 3:20 to play, second quarter. Joshua Marshall in the game for Stony Point. It looks like Brass is checked back in as well. Full court pressure from Davis on Holland as he walks it across the timeline. Warriors setting up their offense across the free throw line. It's McNair. He'll drive the paint, lays it up and in. John McNair just drove the lane unchallenged. And Corey Graham needs a timeout. 3:06 to play. First half, the Warriors have their biggest lead of the night. It's 8 when we come back on Vype Live.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
The Indiana Hoosiers lead the Oregon Ducks 14-7 in an all Big Ten matchup in the college football playoff semifinals. The winner will meet the Miami Hurricanes in Miami a week from Monday. Of course, here on Vype Live, we have covered multiple players that are still participating in these college football playoffs. That's one of the great fun things about working 6A ball here in Texas. Here on the hardwood, there are 3 minutes to play in the opening half. It's a 23-15 Warrior lead. Stony Point are right to left across your dial in the opening half. Foster with no pressure on him, taking his time for Marshall. Marshall gets double teamed, but got it to Foster again. Foster with pressure on him from McNair. Kicks it out. Driving into the lane and laying it up and in is Joshua Marshall for his first points of the night. It's a 6-point Warrior lead with 2.5 to play until halftime. Holland has full court pressure on him from Marshall. They've been doing that consistently all night. 2-2 offensive set from the Warriors. Got it down to Carpenter, but his floater was no good. Rebound is on the floor. Good hustle. And Stony Point come away with it, but Marshall throws it away to Cam Hill. Hill dishes it down for Valerie, lays it up and in. Landon Valerie has 4, under 2 minutes to play until halftime. Davis. Now Foster, he'll put up a long 3, that's no good. Rebound is tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Tigers. It'll be Warrior basketball with 1:50 to go in the second. Sumner Holland leads all players in this game with 8 points. As Hill puts up a 3 from the right wing, that's no good. And full court pressure applied from Hill. He got a turnover as Foster tried to throw it off of Hill. He did it successfully, but while Foster was standing on the line, the ball hit him in the thigh. That's unlucky for him. 1:39 left in the opening half. It is Warrior basketball as McNair inbounds into the low post. Carpenter out to the top of the key. Holland to 3. Yes! Make it 11 for Sumner Holland and an 11-point Warrior lead as Davis drives the paint, lays it up and in. Joe Davis has 5. 1:15 to play in the half as Holland walks it up. They go for the strip again. He's going to kick it to the corner. 3 ball up from Hill. Long, no good, but it worked as a pass to Carpenter. He muscles it up, no good. Rebound being tapped around underneath, last touched by Holland. And it's out of bounds to the Tigers with 1:05 to play in the first half. 28-19, Westwood lead over Stony Point. We're under a minute to go in the half. As Foster drives the lane, puts it up and in. That cuts the deficit to 7. Holland behind the back in the front court for McNair. He's going to put up a deep 3. That's good. Nothing but net from John McNair. He's got 7. 35 seconds to go in the half. There will be a foul called underneath as Davis was looking to push the pace. He got fouled underneath the basket. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. John McNair will pick up his second foul, the team's third, with exactly 35 seconds to go until halftime. Joe Davis rattles in the first free throw. He's got 6. It's a 9-point Warrior lead. Make it 8 as he rattles the second one home as well. 7 points for Joe Davis, leads the way for Stony Point, who are going to run a zone trap. Warriors get into the front court. Here's Hill. Left side, 20 seconds to go in the half. Valerie, top of the key, Holland. Pump fakes, dribble drive. Floats it up into the air. He's looking for the alley-oop to Carpenter, but the Tigers are ready for it. Here's a steal from Hill, though, in transition. Carpenter lays it up and in. What a play from Cam Hill. He'll get the assist, and Luke Carpenter has 6. 5 seconds to play in the half as Stony Point throw it away. Here's Carpenter, 2 seconds, 1, 3, no good as we go to halftime. An exciting finish to the second quarter as the Westwood Warriors up 10. It's a 33-23 lead after a slow start for Westwood. They go into the half up double digits. When we come back here on Vype Live, we'll have some statistics to report and a check-in from the Vandegrift game. This is Westwood Warrior basketball on Vype Live.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Halftime here at the Westwood Fieldhouse. Rob Jaskula, Coach Les Cleary with you here on Vype Live. The Warriors shook off a bit of a slow start. Their lead is 10 points, 33-23 in this crosstown matchup against the 4-18 Stony Point Tigers, who are on a 2-game winning streak here in 2026. Looking in danger here tonight, though. Sumner Holland leads all scorers in this game. He's the only player in double digits. He's got 11. John McNair has 7. Luke Carpenter has 6. Landon Valerie has 4. Cam Hill has 3. And Charlie Fry has 2 points to his name here in the opening half. From the free throw line, Luke Carpenter a perfect 4 for 4. Cam Hill was 1 for 2. For the Stony Point Tigers, point guard Joe Davis leading the way. He's got 7. He's also 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Jace Foster has 4. Carter Jones has 6. Joshua Marshall has 2. And Caleb Ringer has 2 from the free throw line. We are about 7 minutes away from second half action. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more action from the Westwood Warriors and the Stony Point Tigers here on the Vype Live Network.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Timeout.
All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation, that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Rob Jaskula back with you here on Westwood Warrior Basketball on Vype Live. It's a 33-23 Warrior lead as the Warriors look for their 16th straight win and to move to 6-0 in District 25 of Class 6A. The Vandergrift Vipers lead Hutto in the Viper Den 54-24. That game in the third quarter. Those two teams meet at the top of the district next Tuesday at Vandergrift. Our Vype Live broadcast director, Merle Bertrand, will be on the broadcast for that, which you will be able to find here on YouTube. It just will not be our Westwood telecast. But here in the Vype Live family, I do encourage you to check out our fearless leader. Start of the third quarter here at Westwood. The Warriors will move right to left across your dial. Wearing white, trimmed in orange. Stony Pointer left to right in the third. They wear black, trimmed in gold. Black numbers with gold trim. Cho, Carpenter, Fry, Holland, and McNair, the starters for the Warriors on the floor. Looks like starters as well for Stony Point. Davis, Foster, Claude, Jones, and Brash. As Holland kicks it to the corner for Cho. Driving baseline, kicks it to Fry. They'll swing it all the way around for McNair. His three is short. And the rebound to Brash. It'll be Jones pushing the pace for Stony Point. He's going to draw the foul on Sumner Holland. That's his second, the team's first of the second half. We did get started a few minutes late after an absolute classic in the sophomore game. Stony Point came away 69-68 winners in overtime. Foster to the far corner, Davis. Back out to Foster. Cho on him. All the way back out to the logo. Good defense here from John Cho. As Foster really trying to shake him into the paint. They'll have to kick it back out to Brash. Into the corner, Davis trying to drive baseline. Carpenter with the help side D. Reverse lay-in, no good. And it's tipped in the air. Foul is going to be called. And it's a loose ball foul called against R.J. Claude. That's a little harsh. It's his second, though, and the team's first. 7:09 to play, third quarter. It's a 10-point Warrior lead. Of course, in this crosstown matchup, we do welcome any of you folks who are Stony Point Tiger fans here on Vype Live. My colleague Tyler Olsis, the play-by-play man for Stony Point Tiger football here on Vype Live, so we do know that they are part of the family. McNair, near corner, dribbles into the paint, spins, leaves it for Fry, left-handed layup, good. Charlie Fry has 4. That's the first points of the second half. The Warrior lead is 12. This is their biggest lead of the night. Davis out at the logo. Jones doesn't use the screen, drives to his left, forces one up. He's going to draw the foul and go to the line and shoot 2. After the basket at one end, it's Charlie Fry picking up the foul at the other. That's his second, team's second. Carter Jones has 6 points for the Tigers tonight. His first free throw, though, is long, no good. 6:35 to go in the third quarter. Warriors shook off a slow start to build this double-digit lead. Second free throw from the lefty Foster, no good, and that didn't hit the rim. So we will get a whistle, and the Warriors will have to inbound the ball underneath the basket instead of just taking the rebound and running with it. Full court pressure being applied, man-to-man from Stony Point. McNair. In front of the bench, Cho, right wing. Top of the key, Carpenter driving to his right. Lost the handle, picks it back up. He's getting trapped. Plays a hospital ball. Got it to McNair, though. Cho, pump fakes, dribbles to his right, puts it up short. Rebound to Foster. Looking to push the pace for Stony Point. He's stripped from behind by Holland. Holland was 2v3, bringing it up, left it for Carpenter. Cho out to the top. Holland, he's going to put up a 3. Yes! 14 points for Sumner Holland. And on the inbound pass, it's stolen by Cho. McNair, uncontested 3, good! It touched everything before falling. The Warrior lead, just like that, is 18 points. Corey Graham needs a timeout. We'll be right back here on Vype Live. An 8-0 run to start the third quarter for the Westwood Warriors has them up 41-23. Rob Jaskula back with you here on Vype Live. 3-pointers from McNair and Holland. Charlie Fry with a lay-in. 5:35 to go in the third. Stony Point looking to run straight off the inbounds pass, but R.J. Claude missed the layup. Now a bounce pass ahead for Fry. He couldn't handle it. It is out of bounds. Last touch, though, by the Tigers. With 5:27 left in the third quarter, there'll be a front court inbounds pass under the basket for Westwood. Right to left across your dial in the third is Holland. Looking out to the top of the key at the logo. It's McNair. 4 out, 1 in look as McNair drives the lane, lays it up and in. John McNair has 12. And the Warrior lead, just like that, is 20. It was 10 at the half. With a 10-0 run in the first 3 minutes of the third. As the Warriors well in control, as Carpenter blocks the baseline layup. Back the other way. McNair for Carpenter running the floor. His layup, though, is blocked. Stony Point looking to apply some pace. It's Brash in the corner. Leaves it for Ringer. Ringer's going to put it up from 8 feet. That touches everything and drops. First points of the half for the Stony Point Tigers. Here's McNair out at the logo. Holland looking to feed it into the paint. Had it knocked away, though. And the Tigers are going to run the other way. Here's Claude. In the paint, kicks it out to the corner. And Pemberton. But Pemberton throws it away to Carpenter. Carpenter looking to run the court. Oh, goes for the dunk, but missed. Rebound. Tigers looking to run again. Spikes driving, but he misses. Cam Hill back the other way for Westwood. 3-on-2. Lays it off for Carpenter. He couldn't quite find the handle, but gets it back all the way out to the top of the key. Landon Valerie. He'll drive the paint. Lays it up and in. Landon Valerie kicks the lead back up to 20. He's got 6. Now 3 up from Ringer. That's no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Spikes. To the top of the key, pump fake from Davis. He'll drive, puts it up off balance, no good. But he's going to draw the late foul call and go to the line. 2:51 to go in the third quarter. That's been all Warriors. Outscoring Stony Point 12-2 in this period. Sumner Holland leads all players. He's got 14 points. Joe Davis leads the way for Stony Point. He misses that one, though. 3 for 5 from the line for the Stony Point point guard. .251 to go in the third. And Davis misses the second. Rebound to Coven. Full court pressure from the Tigers looking to trap Hill. He got back over to Coven, who brings it across the timeline and down to the free throw line. Kicks it out left wing. McNair has time to think about a deep three. Swish! Nothing but net. John McNair, his second 3-ball of the third quarter. Tigers pushing the pace. Layup no good. Coven the rebound. Ahead now for McNair. McNair with the Euro step, lays it up and in, but he's going to be guilty of the offensive foul. That's 3 on John McNair, who has 15 points now after that last 3, including 8 here in the third quarter. 2:22 to go in the third. It's a 23-point Warrior lead here on Vype Live. Do hope you're enjoying the broadcast here this evening as Joe Davis kicks it to the left side. Deep 3 up and no good from R.J. Claude. Rebound to Valerie. Again, full court pressure. Hill dribbles through it, but dribbles off of his own foot. Oh, Warriors got away with an over and back there as McNair brings it back across. Into the far corner, Joyner. Sullivan Russell. Well, it looks like stepped out of bounds as he was trying to get the ball back under control. It'll be Stony Point ball with 1:52 to play in the third quarter. That the Warriors have dominated, outscoring Stony Point 15-2 since the break. Here's a corner 3, up short, as Desmond Farrell put that one up. The rebound was taken by Valerie, who left it for McNair, who is crossing over between his legs as he brings it across the timeline. 1:35 to play in the third. Hill, point 3, no good. Rebound controlled, though, by Landon Valerie. Good physical play from him as he drives into the paint, lays it up. No good, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2. $1:22 to play in the third. The foul was called on Jace Foster. That's his second, team's third of the half. Landon Valerie to the line for the first time tonight. He's got 6 points. Misses the first, short. The Warriors have made 3 3-pointers here in the third quarter, pushing out their 33-23 halftime lead now to 14 points as Landon Valerie makes the second and checks out. Patrick Jeng in the game for Westwood for the first time tonight, and he's got to play some defense as Foster works on him. Foster between the legs, now steps back, puts up a wing 3, good. Nice play by Foster. Foster has 7. And we get a whistle as the pressure from Stony Point forced the ball back out of bounds. 1:05 to play third quarter. Blake Brash back in the game for Stony Point, who are applying full court man-to-man pressure. Inbounded to Hill. Now he'll be trapped. But the Warriors, the good press break, managed to kick it up ahead. Here's Russell. Pump fakes underneath. Oh, he misses long on his layup attempt. Rebound to Stony Point. It's James running the floor. He has it stripped from him by Coven. And now the Warriors again looking to run the court. Here's Teal underneath for Russell. He misses. And the rebound to Stony Point, 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Pull up 3 from Foster. No good, but he got fouled. And he'll go to the line for 3. It's a 21-point Westwood lead. Jackson Coven is going to be called for his first. Jace Foster's 7 points are co-team leading tonight with Joe Davis, but now he leads with 8 points on the night. His first free throw of the night trims the Warrior lead to 20 points. He has 4 of the 6, make it 5 of the 7 points for Stony Point in this third quarter. 34 seconds remaining in the frame. He makes all 3. Good free throw shooting there from Jace Foster. It's an 18-point Warrior lead, and Stony Point are going to make all 5 substitutions. I see RV, Davis, Marshall all in the game. Looks like James as well. Full court pressure. And it looks like Cam Hill stepped out of bounds as he was bringing the ball up. It'll be Stony Point basketball in front of their own bench in the front court with 31 seconds left in the third. Warriors have committed 5 team fouls in this third quarter, so Stony Point are in the bonus. Warriors outscoring Stony Point 16-8 here in the third. 6 players on the floor for Stony Point, so need to make a change, and I think a timeout is going to be called. We'll be right back here on Vype Live.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Rob Jaskula back with you here at Westwood. 31 seconds remain in the third quarter. It's an 18-point Warrior lead. Reserves in the game for Westwood. And some pressure, double team from Hill. Oh, it's going to be a foul. And as the Tigers are in the bonus, they will go to the line. Cam Hill commits his first foul of the night. And Blake Brash will go to the line. His first free throw is in for his first point of the night. The Warrior lead is 17. Yeah, more multiple substitutions for Stony Point. We actually saw this from their JV game as well, JV team as well, as they run a lot of substitutions, almost like a hockey line change. They have substituted all 5 more than once tonight. Brash makes the second. The Warrior lead is 16. It was 10 at halftime. 28 seconds left in the third. Warriors inbound to Hill. He gets double teamed. Got over to Zhang. Nice bounce pass to Hill. He'll split 2 defenders and cross the timeline and get fouled as he does. Game slowing down here in the late third quarter. Zhang inbounds into the backcourt. Hill. Hill, near side, double teamed. Swings it across for Zhang. Now down to the low post. Laid up and in by Cole Teal. Good passing from the Warriors. Lead back to 18. 1 second left in the third. Long three up. Oh, no good. RJ Claude got it away. Had a good look. But we go to the fourth quarter as the Warriors push their lead out to 18 points with an 18-10 third quarter. 51-33 when we come back with fourth quarter action here on Vype Live. Welcome back to Westwood Warrior Basketball on Vype Live. Start of the fourth quarter. Rob Jaskula here with you. It's a 51-33 Warrior lead. They are in control. And speaking of in control, the Indiana Hoosiers, 35-7 lead over the Oregon Ducks in the Peach Bowl. Looks like they're about to punch their ticket to play the Miami Hurricanes on the 20th of January in the national championship game in Miami. Hurricanes with a home game playing for a national championship. There'll be some atmosphere. John McNair leads all scorers. He's got 15. Sumner Holland has 14 for the Warriors. Landon Valerie has 7. Charlie Fry 4. Luke Carpenter has 6, and Cam Hill has 3. Jace Foster into double digits for Stony Point. He's got 10. Joe Davis has 7. 6 for Carter Jones, 4 for Caleb Ringer, and 2 apiece for Blake Brash and Joshua Marshall. Stony Point will inbound to start the fourth quarter wearing black trimmed in gold. They're left to right across your dial. As the starters return for Westwood, Holland, McNair, Cho, Carpenter, and Fry. Davis, Claude, Brash, Ringer, and Foster for Stony Point. And it looks now like the possession arrow wasn't switched in the third quarter at some point. So it is the Warriors who inbound wearing white trimmed in orange, right to left across your dial as Holland passes through the press. It's Cho now double teamed into the high post for Charlie Fry. He'll turn, drive the lane, Euro steps up and in with the left. Charlie Fry, 6 points. The Warrior lead back to 20. Far corner 3 up from Ringer, that's short. Rebound to McNair. He's looking to push the pace, gets double teamed in front of the bench, throws it back over his head to Cho. Near side Holland, he'll put up a 3, yes! That was good as soon as it left his hands. 23-point lead for the Warriors. It's 17 points for Sumner Holland. Brash in front of his own bench, drives baseline on Fry. He'll have to leave it for Claude. Claude now working on Fry, spins to the corner. Brash, his 3. That rattles around the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by John Cho. We've played a minute of the fourth quarter. The Warriors in control. It's a 23-point lead after a bit of a slow start in the first quarter. They've really shaken it off. High post Fry. Corner 3. Cho, yes! John Cho's first basket of the night might be the nail in the coffin. It's a 26-point Warrior lead as Ringer clangs a 3 off the back rim, no good. Rebound controlled by the Tigers. Spinning into the lane is Ringer. He misses there, though. Rebound tapped around. It'll be the Tigers that control it. Behind the back pass from Claude to Brash, and his 3 is up and in. What a fancy assist. Blake Brash has 5. As the Warriors come through the pressure, Cho got into the low post for Carpenter. Oh, and the offensive foul is going to be called against Luke Carpenter. Brash with some Vlade Divac-esque defending there in the low post, but draws the foul. Deep 3 up, no good. From R.J. Claude. That was Luke Carpenter's first foul of the night, by the way. As the Warriors steal and look to run the other way, McNair, Carpenter, into the corner, Holland. Pump fakes to his left. 3, yes! And he'll go to the line. 20 points for Sumner Holland. As he was fouled on the follow-through, R.J. Claude, the guilty party. Those are my initials. Those are your initials. Rob Jaskula with Rob Jaskula Sr. Coach Les Cleary in the studio, bringing you the action here. Thank you for spending part of your Friday night with us here on the Vype Live Network. Sumner Holland is going to the line for 1. It's his first free throw attempt of the night. It's a 62-36 lead for the Warriors, And a 4-point play for Sumner Holland. You rarely see those. He's got 7 here in the fourth. He's got 21 for the night. Davis in front of his own bench. Feeds into the low post, but as he does, Corey Graham calls a timeout. We're going to take one with him with 5:41 to play in the fourth quarter. Warriors in control on Vype Live.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Rob Jaskula back with you here at Westwood. 5:41 to play, fourth quarter as the Stony Point Tigers inbound, but throw it away. Charlie Fry, the interception. And back the other way come the Warriors. Still full court pressure from Stony Point. It's across the timeline, Carpenter to Holland. He waits for the double team. It'll be Cho, near corner three, no good. A rebound tapped around. It'll be the Tigers who come away with it, but McNair puts a hand in and gets the steal. Possession stays with Westwood. Cho again in the corner. Takes a dribble, feeds it into the low post. Fry for Carpenter. Had it knocked away from him. Possession will stay with the Warriors. That was some nifty passing, though, from Westwood. 5:10 to go in the fourth quarter. 63-36. That's a palindrome score. Inbounded Carpenter. He muscles it up and in. Luke Carpenter has 8. 5 minutes to play. Davis pushing the pace for Stony Point. It'll be a deep three from Foster. No good. But the rebound is tapped out of bounds by the Warriors. Possession will stay with Stony Point. This was a 10-point game at halftime, but the Warriors really put this one to bed with strong starts in both the third and fourth quarters. Inbounded to Carter Jones. Top of the key with Carpenter trailing him to the corner. A three ball is up off the side of the backboard from Arvey. Some confusion here from the officials. I'm not sure why. Well, possession's going to stay with the Tigers. Dylan Joyner back in for Westwood rather. As Luke Carpenter checks out, presumably for the night. He'll finish with 8. Gavin Victorian back in for Stony Point, and he has the ball in front of his own bench. He'll put up a deep three. That's short, but the offensive rebound to Davis, and he'll lay it up and in. Excuse me, Spikes. Caden Spikes with his first bucket of the evening. Full court trap again from Stony Point, but good passing from the Warriors to press break. Cho in front of the Warrior bench. Warriors about to win their 16th straight. They'll move to 19-2 on the year. Holland, a long three, no good. 4:15 to go, fourth quarter. Three ball up from Foster. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound to Joyner, the 6'6" sophomore. As McNair dribbles through the press, kicks it to the near corner, Cho. He'll drive into the paint with his weaker right hand for McNair in front of the Warrior bench. Head shakes, stutter steps. Cho, corner, Holland, pump fake, no. Into the paint, Joyner, he'll muscle it up, no good. Got his own rebound, go right back up with it. There it is. Dylan Joyner's first bucket of the night, 3:30 to play, fourth quarter. The Warrior lead is back to 29 as Davis got stripped driving the lane. He got it back, though, and he'll draw the foul and go to the line. And good sportsmanship from John McNair as he fouled him. And picks him up. And actually, the foul will go against Charlie Fry, his third. Well, Joe Davis had 7 points in the first half. He's been held off the score sheet in the second. He'll go back to the free throw line to shoot 2. 3:27 to play, fourth quarter. Davis's first one is up and in. He's got 8 now. Valerie Hill and Thomas Story in for Westwood. Davis's second is short. Rebound to Holland. He's going to get the trap applied to him right away. Valerie throws it cross court to Hill. That's going to go out of bounds to Stony Point. Hey, CEO of Vype Media is Derek Dushek. Our broadcast director, Merle Bertrand. Technical director, the incomparable Suna Venkat. And our communications director, Christina Weber Bertrand. Tigers trailing by 28 and losing the ball in the lane. Hill with the nice steal. Ahead for Valerie, and Hill finger roll it in. I think he thought about going for the dunk, knew his own limitations and got the bucket. He's got 9. And back at the other end, he's got a strip as James couldn't find the handle underneath. Holland ahead for Valerie with under 3 to go, fourth quarter. Valerie into the corner. Story, 3-ball up, no good. Rebound, though, to Valerie. Good positioning from him, and he'll lay it in. It's 71 for the Warriors and 11 for Landon Valerie as he joins McNair and Holland in double digits. Underneath, no good from Stony Point. Joyner the rebound, and Hill plays it to Holland. Again, the double team trap for Hill now, who will drive, lays it off for Joyner, and he'll lay it up and in. Dylan Joyner's got 4 here in the fourth quarter. And a timeout is going to be called by Corey Graham. 2:19 rather to play, fourth quarter. We'll be back here on Vype Live.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation: that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Stony Point walking it up with 2:12 to play, fourth quarter. And losing the handle was Pemberton. It looks like a loose ball foul is going to be called against the Tigers. 2:07 to play, fourth quarter. And the Warriors well in control, on their way to going 19-2 on the year and 6-0 in the district. The foul was called on Caden Spikes, his second. Nice passing again through the trap. Underneath, Dylan Joyner will lay it up and in. 6 fourth quarter points for Dylan Joyner. An errant pass is stripped, taken away. It's Jackson Coven laying it up and in on the fast break. And the Warriors are pouring it on here this evening. The lead is 38. Spikes in the corner, double dribbled. He was of two minds between the pump fake and putting it up. 1:32 to go in the fourth quarter, and the Warriors clearing the bench. Sullivan Russell back in. Cole Teal, Patrick Jang in the ballgame as well. Coven has it for Jang. He'll dribble right past the trap. Looking underneath towards Story, but that got knocked away from him by Joshua Marshall. 1:24 to play here in the fourth quarter. And the Warriors well in control of this one. Inbounds pass out to the top of the key. And driving underneath, Sullivan Russell's going to kick it out to the corner. Jang, a 3-ball. That's off the back iron, no good. A rebound tapped out of bounds, last touched by the Warriors. 1:13 to play, fourth quarter. The Vandergrift Vipers beat the Hutto Hippos here this evening at Vandergrift, 76-32. Warriors go to Vandergrift on Tuesday. We'll be back here next Friday as an errant pass again intercepted by Coven. His layup was blocked. Rebound is tapped out of bounds, last touched by Stony Point. 1:01 to play, fourth quarter. Story out to the top of the key, Jang. And now Jang will hold. Now works through his right. Lays it off underneath. Sullivan Russell lays it in. He was looking for one earlier. Glad to see Sullivan Russell finally on the score sheet. That's a 40-point lead for the Warriors. Deep three, long, no good, and that's going to touch the wires above the rim as Oliver James missed there. Our next broadcast here on Vype Live will be on the 16th of January as the Vista Ridge Rangers come for a visit. That's my football team in the fall, so that should be a good one. Into the corner, it's Jang with 28 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Oh, he missed his baseline layup, but the rebound is tapped out to Cole Teal. He tries to drive the lane, but ran to 3 Tigers. Back the other way comes Pemberton. He'll put it up through traffic and in. Aiden Pemberton's first bucket of the night. And the inbounds pass was stolen. Tigers can't put it away, though, but an errant pass again from Westwood. Forced up by Victorian. That's no good. As time expires, the Westwood Warriors 38-point winners here tonight. We'll be right back to wrap it up here on Vype Live. No, you're good. Thank you. Oh, thanks for sticking around. Most people move away. Take care. Happy New Year, guys. Rob Jaskula back with you on Vype Live, and well, I guess I didn't mute my microphone there as we go to the post-game show. Just chatting with some of the Stony Point parents who stuck around near us to listen to the broadcast live, if you will. The Westwood Warriors 79-41 winners here this evening. Just really ran away in the second half. Sumner Holland led all scorers tonight. He had 21 points. John McNair at 15, Landon Valerie 11, 3 in double figures for the Warriors. Luke Carpenter had 8. Charlie Fry had 6. So did Dylan Joyner off the bench. 2 points apiece for Cole Teal, Sullivan Russell, and Jackson Coven. John Cho made a 3-pointer in the fourth quarter as well. Jace Foster was the only Tiger in double digits. He finished with 10. None in the fourth quarter, though. Joe Davis had 8. Carter Jones, 6. 4 for Caleb Ringer. Caden Spikes had 2, as did Aiden Pemberton, R.J. Claude, and Joshua Marshall. The Warriors are 6-0 at the top of District 25 of Class 6A, 19-2 on the year. The Vandergrift Vipers are also 6-0 after blowing by the Hutto Hippos tonight at home. The Warriors go to Vandergrift. You'll be able to catch that game here on Vype Live with the Vandergrift broadcast. Our broadcast director, Merle Bertrand, is the voice of the Vipers. He'll do a great job. We do hope you enjoy that one. We will be back here next Friday as the Vista Ridge Rangers come for a visit. The action sure is heating up here in District 25 of Class 6A. That's going to do it for us here tonight. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. I know you enjoyed the outcome. The Warriors take it 79-41. For Coach Les Cleary in the studio, for Rob Jaskula Sr., I'm Rob Jaskula. Happy New Year, folks, and good night.